All right, so before I get into the video, I just wanted to make a quick side note real quick. A side note real quick about the Toronto Raptors making it to the NBA Finals. Defeating the Milwaukee Bucks like I thought they would. And now Kawhi is moving on to face the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals, which that is going to be an incredible series. Can't wait for it. All right, now to the video. All right, this is a video that I don't know when they did this. I don't think it was today. It could have been today, but I'm not sure. It was about the Buffalo Bills giving a running back the number 32 jersey because it wasn't retired, but that number used to belong to O.J. Simpson. And my thoughts on the whole jersey retirement thing is the same as with the whole statue thing. Look, being a professional athlete is a job that not everybody can do. It's one of those unique jobs that no matter how much you study, no matter how much you train, some people are naturally gifted at doing the job and some people just don't have that talent. You know, it's not like any other job on the planet where you can just, spend years of learning and just get out there and you could just do it. You know, it's one of those professions that are just, it's not easy to imitate. All right. But there was a but to that. Sorry. I'm just now waking up and I was, scrolling through YouTube, so I'm kind of fuzzy, but I'm gonna do my best to give my perspective on this. People's infatuation with things that shouldn't even be coveted as much as jersey retirements, number retirements, and statues. Because in the mind of an athlete, when your time is there, you're the most viewed person on the planet. To some of these athletes, they're just the most viewed person on the planet. They're the most admired person on the planet or hated person on the planet, but that attention is still there. When they retire, that attention, over time, that attention slowly starts to fade. To the point where 50 years from now, people may not know who CJ McCollum is. People may not know who Bradley Beal is. People may not know who Nikola Vucevic is. People may not know who Lonzo Ball. I mean, there's plenty of players that are forgettable. Rudy Gobert. People may not know who these players are 50 years from now. Like, there are players 50 years ago today who I probably wouldn't know, but may have had a big impact on some sports team at some time. Who knows? I'm not saying I don't know. I'm not saying I do know. I'm just saying there may be a player that I've never heard of, who back in that time was a very popular player or a very well-known player. And, it happens like that. Over time, people start to forget things. And one of those things is people. Sometimes you forget people. That's why sometimes you'll know somebody. You think they're really cool. You talk to them a lot. You'll have a lot of good conversations. But when y'all part, they didn't leave a good enough impression that you'll remember them down the line. So probably 20 years from now, when you see them, it's like meeting them for the first time all over again. And that's how it is for professional athletes. And that's the thing. And I think that's the biggest fear for a professional athlete after you've already been successful, is being forgotten. So jersey retirements, number retirements, statues, I guess in their way, that's a way for you to remember them even after their time has long passed. And I understand that, but just the infatuation. A kid coming out of college can't wear your number. Your number. He can't wear your number. I don't get that. I don't get it. Even if, like it's getting to the point where the Celtics players have these weird ass numbers, like fucking Like what's his name? Aaron Baines. Aaron Baines has number 46. I have this. That's the first time I've ever seen an NBA player wear the number 46. First time I've seen an NBA player wear the number 46. I watched Sam Cassell a few years ago for the Boston Celtics. He was wearing the number 28, and I think that was the first time I've seen an NBA player wear the number 28. I could be wrong, but to my memory off the top of my head, that's the first time. And it's getting to the point where they retire so many damn numbers that they're running out of numbers, decent numbers to give people. Next thing you know, you're just going to have 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Like, and this is the problem with it, man. Like, I don't know, man. People just are way too infatuated with jersey numbers. When your legacy in life should be what you do as a person. Sure, your career can be a part of that, but what you do as a person, what kind of father you are, what kind of son you are, what kind of cousin you are, uncle you are, friend you are, that should be your legacy as a person. Those are the people that you should want to have remember you, are your loved ones. Not random people who pay money to come see you throw a football, catch a football, run a football, anything like that. Because when you're not playing, they may still be concerned with you, but you're not concerned with them. So their opinions about you shouldn't matter as much. But I'm going to get to the video, man, because I've already taken up like 6 minutes. Jesus Christ. I already taken up like 6 minutes, so I'm going to get this going. I'm going to probably play like 5 minutes of it and then do another video if I think it's necessary.
O.J. Simpson hasn't played a game for the Buffalo Bills in over 40 years, but he's back in the news this week because for the first time since 1977, the Bills actually gave his number 32 jersey to a current player. Running back Snorris Perry asked if the number was available, and the team said he could wear it. Simpson told The Athletic, quote, "Whatever they do is fine with me." Interesting. Shannon, is this a bad idea?
Yes. We talking about OJ. We're not supposed to be talking about OJ. Let OJ go. I don't know what the Bills were thinking. Now, I believe OJ was one of the 2 or 3 best players in Buffalo Bills history. Why the number isn't retired? Okay, fine, I got no problem with that. But why would you give it out? Because we're having a discussion about OJ.
All right, now when I watched Shannon's first little section here, and I was kind of confused because he said, if you don't want to retire the jersey, that's fine, but you still have a problem with them giving the number out. If the jersey's not retired, that means the number is still available. That's the whole point of a jersey retirement. That means you put that number on ice forever. Nobody's allowed to wear it until that player, I guess. This is the ridiculousness of the jersey retirement. The players can only wear that number if it's okay with the person that the jersey was retired for. Like Michael Irvin said it was okay for Des Bryant to wear 88. So either there's 2 things that are really getting to Shannon, but he never really elaborates. He kind of just leaves it up in the air for you, I guess, to interpret. He said he has a problem with them giving a number out because, it's O.J. Simpson, and I'm guessing he's meaning all the trouble and issues that O.J. Simpson has had to deal with over the course of his life after his playing career was over. And then he also said this is a journeyman running back. It's not like we talking about I'm paraphrasing this last part. It's not like we're talking about a all-pro, Pro Bowl running back or something like that. Which is ridiculous, but okay.
In which we shouldn't be having a discussion about OJ. And my question is, young man, why would you want this jersey? First of all,
because I believe they're talking about Perry from the Washington Redskins. Senorise or Senorise, I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce his first name right now, but it was Perry from he was a running back from Washington, and he wore number 32 in Washington. That's why he wants the number, because that's the number he fucking wore for the team he played for before. Jesus.
You're a journeyman back, Skip. Normally when someone asks to get a player that's hollowed number, you're a bowler. Peyton Peyton Manning called Frank Tripucka, 18 is retired in Denver. He called him and asked.
Yep.
But it was available, so I wanted it. Equipment manager, what were you thinking?
All right, now I want to go back to what he said. He said that you are a baller. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? When LeBron James came out and said something political, and Laura Ingraham came out and said, "You're an athlete, just dribble," Shannon had a massive problem with that. But now that this kid wants this number, you know, the first thing that comes to your mind is, bro, you're a baller. Just pick any number and make it great, or whatever in his mind he's trying to rationalize, feeling some type of way about the situation. Like, either athletes are just athletes, or they're more than athletes. They can't be one or the other based on how you feel in the moment, man. You're a baller. Why do you want number 32? You are a baller. I don't even understand what that means, but look. Like I said, this is why it's ridiculous. This is a number. This is a number. Made up squiggly lines that people adopted as numbers. That's what this is. And people are fighting over it. And like I said, man, this is the problem with the athlete, man. They're too fond of notoriety, man. They're too fond of it. They chase it. This is why you see so many athletes in fucking trouble all the time. Too fond of being famous. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't see the appeal in it. I'm pretty sure if OJ could go back to being a nobody, I'm pretty sure he would, man. All the shit that he had to deal with because of who he is, I'm pretty sure he had to deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure he would rather be a nameless nobody in a crowd of faces. Seriously. And Shannon only has a problem with this because he's a former athlete. I'm gonna play a little bit more and then I'm gonna cut the video out. I'm gonna play it until Shannon's done.
That you would put this number like, okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what I think? Skip, I know you're gonna talk about this. I don't think people realize how good OJ was on the field. Skip, I'm gonna give you an example and I'm gonna turn it over to you. I wore number 2 last year. 1989 was my senior year. From 1990, when they started another football season, until 2009, the number wasn't retired, but they let no one wear it.
I get it.
Bill Davis says, as long as
By the way, the better you got in the NFL, the worse that got.
Yes.
Like, then it became even more.
Well, Bill said, my coach at the time, Bill Davis, says, as long as I'm the head coach, nobody's ever wearing this number. Mm-hmm. Okay, they retired it.
Yep.
But why would someone even want that? Skip, if you could, let's just say for the sake of argument, someone says, you know what, there's a great quarterback, he's the first round pick, and he goes to New England. Mm-hmm. And he says, I've worn number 12 all my life. Skip, why would you want that number? Yep. When you know what that number represents in a positive manner.
All right, and then I'm going to end it after this. Look, do you really think Tom Brady's going to give a fuck about a number? Tom Brady is going to go down as the greatest quarterback that ever played a game. And that's arguably because people will argue that. But he will go down as the greatest quarterback to ever play the fucking game of football. This dude could literally retire by the time he's 45. I'm not saying he's going to make it to 45, but by the time he's 45, this dude could literally retire with 7 or 8 Super Bowls. If the New England Patriots play it right, he could retire a 7 or 8 time Super Bowl champion that has never been done by a player. You think he's going to give a fuck about a number? Tom Brady is already etched in history. Nobody's going to forget this dude anytime soon. Look at fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Look at Bill Russell. This dude, he played in his 60s. He played in his 60s and people still remember his name and throw his name up there with some of the greatest to ever play the game. Sometimes your greatness speaks for itself. You don't need a fucking jersey retirement. You don't need it. And that's why some of these players, they like, you know, it's just a number. Fuck it. It's a number. Move on. So, look, man. Jesus Christ. And I also wanted to say something about where he was talking about the number 2. Nobody could wear the number 2. The same thing happened with Michael Jordan. I think the year that LeBron went to Miami, the league was, or everybody was talking about them retiring 23 like they retired Jackie Robinson's number in baseball. They were talking about retiring Michael Jordan's number throughout the NBA, which is ridiculous, man. It's just, you're talking about taking a number from every team because of one player, no matter how great he is, because of one player. You're talking about just retiring. And I don't even get the Jackie Robinson thing, man. Look, I mean, it's dope being the first black player to do anything, but come on, man. If I'm a baseball, basketball, football player, I want to be known for my ability on the field, not because of my skin color or, who I am being the first anything to do anything. I just want to be the best player that I could fucking be. And that's just me, man. Look, I just keep it rational. I keep it fucking logical. I try not to overthink too many simple things that don't need to be overthought. And that's the problem with these people, man. They're overthinking this jersey shit, man. This jersey number thing, they're overthinking it. All right, so I'm going to end it here. I may continue it